Okay, as noted in the previous video about the annotated bibliography, it is time for you to begin research. And so, one more reminder, resources, you cannot use Wikipedia, procon.org, or any other website that is a .com, with exception. So we're going to talk about online newspapers and that sort of thing. So there are exceptions. When it comes to Wikipedia, so you can't use it as your actual source, but it doesn't hurt to start there. Look around at your topic, see what references they have linked, and that might help you with your research there. If you need to use mainstream media, so some of these argument topics are a little bit new and they may not appear as well as we want them to in our databases. If you have to use mainstream media, I have included a media bias chart here. You need to consult this chart before you attempt to use a mainstream media source. The only ones that you're allowed to use in this class are up here in the green box. So these are they have facts, they're neutral, okay, they're not going to be biased. So keep up here in this green box, and those are the only media. That's what I'm saying about the .com. Obviously, there are going to be times when, let's say, NewYorkTimes.com, well, that's obviously the newspaper online, so that's okay. Just when in doubt, ask. The number one place I would like for you to do your research is through our library resources. So when you click on Tools, click on Library Book Search. And here you have a whole list of databases. There are many that serve our purposes. EBSCOhost may do you well. Gale Databases is pretty good. Also, especially if you have a really controversial subject, you can click on Opposing Viewpoints in Context and put the keywords in quotation marks, and you can find different types of sources in there. So let's say you're doing assisted suicide, and then that's going to bring up a lot of different sources. Let's see here, I'll get back to, okay. Another good one is Sears. My personal favorite, and I have conducted a lot of research using it, is ProQuest Direct. So if you'll hit ProQuest, the great thing about ProQuest is that you can click this little button here. That means that you are going to be able to get the entire article, that you're not going to have to, rely on the librarian to search it out for you. Also, if you hit peer review, then you know you're getting a scholarly article. So I ask that you click both of these when you're in ProQuest. And then put in your keywords. So we'll stick with this assisted suicide topic. And as you can see, there's 6,274 results in which I can get the entire article, the entire original article. So a couple of pieces of advice about researching, especially working in databases. Well, first of all, you may pay attention to the language, that's used. Maybe these seem to be all foreign, maybe authors, so I don't know if that would have any bearing on the articles themselves. But you really want to pay attention to page numbers. I certainly wouldn't pick anything that had more than 10 pages. A lot of times pages there'll be a long list of references, so that's fine, but don't go any more than 10. I wouldn't. And so let's just pretend like we're going to pick this particular article here. It's called Legislating Privilege, and it comes from the Journal of Law, Medicine, and Ethics. It's a journal article, and that is a pretty good, scholarly, credible source. So clicking on Legislating Privilege, you can hit download and download the actual article as it originally appeared in the journal. And this is so helpful because you have actual page numbers that you can use. You can save these to your H drive or Jump drive or whatever drives you use. You can also print it, and that way you can annotate it live. The other wonderful thing when it comes to ProQuest is that it will cite the source for you. So over here you see the word cite, and when it pops up, it's in APA 6. That's not what we're using. We need MLA 8th. So scroll down to MLA 8th, click it, and you have to hit change, and it's going to bring up the works cited entry. Now, You need to make sure when you copy and paste this over to your paper that it all translates. There's an MLA section in your writer's reference, and by the time you get out of this class, I hope that you are really comfortable in MLA. But take that. There is a section that will tell you about a journal article from a database in there, and you can look it up, make sure that it's correct. Anyway, all you would do is copy and paste that over to your paper. So that's there's many good things about ProQuest. You can get full articles, they are scholarly, and it will help you cite. So I hope that you play around and dig around using the databases. Don't make me question, your source in any way. And I don't know, as long as you go through tools and then through here, it may be that you have to enter when you're off campus, that you have to enter your Miyazaki credentials one more time. It's still your same username and password. And by all means, if you have any trouble accessing these from home, sometimes ProQuest will give us a fit. Make sure you, let me know. But they should work without any problems, or you can let the help desk know as well. 368-2021, because they are the ones that set this. I know it has Mr. Lindsay's information down here, but really our IT department deals with the databases. Anyway, okay, so you need to begin research with your topic that you've chosen. Find one source and annotate it for Wednesday. You're going to write an annotated bibliography entry. So that one source that you find, maybe it's on ProQuest, maybe it's on the Gale databases, you will create one entry, and I'm just bringing this one back up one more time. You will set it up like any normal MLA paper, and then this will be your entry here, something like this. Okay, that's it. That's one entry. Please note that these paragraphs that are considered the annotations are 150 to 250 words. No fewer and no more, please. Do not go over 250. So, while it has the same types of information as our rhetorical analysis, it is shorter, and this has everything to do with what your paper, the research that you're doing for your argument persuasion paper. Again, you are not married to these sources. If you discover that they don't work for you, or that you find new and better ones before the paper or for the paper, then you can change. This is just an activity and assignment to get you reading and analyzing sources. Okay, I hope this helps. Get busy. Thanks.